Yo, this MrBeast thing went from $1 lawyer versus $1 million lawyer to survive 100 allegations in 100 days. Protect the MrBeast company. Keep it. World's deadliest and most greediest company. I built 100 homes to create a pedophile village for my people. $10,000 every day you survive the allegations. 50 YouTubers protect the MrBeast crew because they want a video with me. I called it like years ago that this is how the MrBeast Corporation will fall. It's very easy to detect. If you know anything about learning who people are, I could have seen that MrBeast was a bad guy years ago. Just something about him. He's just such a fake person. I was just expecting him just to be like an asshole or like a piece of shit in the background. But dude, it's not good. The difference between MrBeast and him is Hitler didn't commit any war crimes. No, actually, that's probably not a good joke. I think Hitler probably committed a few war crimes. Hitler doesn't seem like a nice guy. Can I even say that on YouTube? Damn, I'm gonna get banned. I really wish I was MrBeast right now so I can do whatever I want in the background and YouTube will protect me. So Dogpack404 is a former MrBeast employee that heavily exposed MrBeast for what type of person he really is. And it's really entertaining to watch. The first part of this 3-part documentary, he basically talked about how MrBeast fakes his videos, which if you're a normal person, if you're not 12 years old, you probably already knew that. Fakes his videos, hosts illegal giveaways, illegal lotteries, scams some of his fans. But now it's to a point where there's so many things that's happening about MrBeast. I can't even mention them all in this video. This guy's empire is really, really crumbling. So part 2 came out, and this was more about actual crimes. Like, I know that illegal lotteries in the first part, oh yeah, that's it's a crime to scam children, of course, but this is where it gets like kind of serious. So the whole video is just an interview with a former MrBeast employee that was featured in multiple videos, and I won't mention everything in the video, but he did talk about an unreleased MrBeast video that I find very interesting because MrBeast, not even lying. I wish this was a joke, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, how do I say this? MrBeast committed a war crime and psychologically tortured a man for one of his videos for the views. Do it for the vine, remember? But instead of doing a silly dare like a backflip, it's subjecting yourself to psychological torture for a MrBeast video. This is the type of stuff that we don't even do to actual terrorists. The many combinations I can put as this video title. MrBeast is a war criminal. In this first part of the video I'm going to show you is just him explaining the concept of this unreleased video.
And I get a call from somebody over there, and they go, hey, they want you for a video. I was like, oh, amazing, great, cool, thank God. What's the video? And they tell me the pitch. And they try to make the pitch sound like it's going to be like a walk in the park. 100 days in solitary confinement. But don't worry, like you only have to last like 30. We have like a video. They're pitching it like at first it's gonna be like a luxury vacation. You're gonna have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine, and like part of the video is gonna be you deciding like what items am I gonna get rid of, today, and they had like the choice. They were like, it's only gonna be bad for me to last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first. It's gonna be like a breeze for most of it, and by the end of it, after 30 days, you're gonna get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day.
And what's interesting is all of MrBeast's 100 days videos are fake. The producer says we're only going to record for 30 days and pretend it's like 100 days, which that I find interesting. I don't think anybody caught on to that. To be fair, I didn't really expect them to actually record for 100 days. That just seems crazy. But it just adds on to the fact that MrBeast uses heavy manipulation tactics to create some sort of parasocial relationship with the kids that are watching his videos, to make himself look like a god, that he can do anything, that he's doing all these crazy things that he's really not doing, just so he can get more money from the trust that he manipulated kids to get.
It looked good on the visual, like it looks good on camera, it's movie magic bullshit. It was a terrible facility. I mean, it was in one of the studios. They had to like get like a separate like tank for septic stuff. Yeah, there was a hot tub in it. Yeah, there was an ice cream machine. Like things were cool and funny on paper. But when you think about stuff, a hot tub that's not connected to a filtration system, give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. There's not like a hot water mechanism. So the hot tub was a lukewarm tub at best, which was a silly complaint. But the ice cream machine, reeking of smelly dairy, mildew, the little things started to build up.
So that whole room just smelled like ass. So yeah, as much as you're watching a MrBeast video and you're like, wow, I really want an ice cream machine in my room. I really want a hot tub in my room. Just imagine like they basically put a bunch of stuff in there just for show for the video. Because like if you're tried for 100 days, are you really eating ice cream every single day? Are you really going to be in the hot tub when you're probably told not to because you have to take your shirt off and they don't want to show that on camera? Why would you want to be in a hot tub all day? Because there's nothing else to do. What are you just laying on your bed? Probably feels like a prison bed. Broken ice cream machine that smells like ass. Septic tank. Ew. You get, like where you can smell all the sewage living with you.
They weren't turning the lights off. I asked them, I said, can we have nighttime hours? And they said no, because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? One of the things was you got to take away your clock, so you didn't know what time it was. Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, the lights are on me all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep, and I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. And I go up to my friend, my good friend. They're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing. They're giving me, melatonin. It's not helping.
This is where it gets really crazy. Now, I expected for there not to be any clocks because you want it to be like an actual challenge. Having the light on 24/7, even when it's nighttime, including having 0 clocks, that will fuck up your brain so bad. Have you ever woke up at nighttime or had your schedule flipped? Very, very quickly, you start to feel like crazy. Like you feel your mental health drifting. And for you to be in a room for 30 days straight, fuck are you gonna do? Stare at an ice cream machine? And those are studio lights, right? Those are very bright, fluorescent. I don't even know what the fuck fluorescent means. Very bright studio lights that are just beaming down on you. I bet after a week you would literally go insane. But the fact that MrBeast is knowingly psychologically torturing somebody for a video, and then at the end he ends up scrapping it. It's so evil. But what you guys aren't understanding about MrBeast is this guy's not a real YouTuber. MrBeast is the only YouTuber that doesn't edit his own videos, that doesn't write his own scripts, that doesn't write the ideas for his videos, that doesn't build anything for his videos. I like how MrBeast, he's like, if I started doing YouTube again, I would know exactly what to do. I saw this guy in an interview saying, if I had nothing, what I would do to start a new YouTube channel is I would buy a bunch of lottery tickets and gamble on camera and then use the money that I won from gambling to gamble more. Do you live in reality, you stupid motherfucker? You would lose money the first 3 videos. Moving on, I found this part very interesting where he talks about MrBeast forcing him to say that now he has enough money and he's thankful that he paid off his student loans.
This is a note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans? You know how hard it was to do a take of that and pretend to make it genuine? I don't want to have student loans. I don't want to beat a cage. But Jimmy's the guy with the money, and if you do what he says, he'll do what you want. You want your student loans paid off? You just be in this cage. And you have power over people. When one person doesn't have resources and the other one does, and they hold it over your head, and you go, of course, yeah, I agreed to it. I needed it, of course.
Forcing people to say things that they don't really mean for suspense in the video, which I think is very disgusting. Because for a long time, you just have that feeling about somebody, you know what I mean? But you could just never put it into wording. The shit I was thinking of, it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. And people forget, man. I'm telling you, bro, this guy's worse than Logan Paul. And that's my honest opinion. Say what you want. But who's involved in more controversy? This guy has more scandals in just a month than Logan Paul did in his entire career. So pick your side. So this guy starts to rebel. He's like, well, fuck you. You're not going to let me sleep or anything just because your time lapse is going to get fucked up. Well, I'm going to write my YouTube channel on the whiteboard.
Since we're doing time-lapse shots, and since they insisted on time-lapse shots, I said, all right, we're going to do time-lapse shots bet. I put my YouTube on with the whiteboard they gave me. And I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead and scrub that footage. You got that whiteboard. Oh no, either that goes in or this footage is unusable. And then, James Warren came in and erased it, fucking, don't put that, hey, we can torture him. Don't you dare let him get a plug in there,
These people are fucking crazy. Like, you're literally being psychologically tortured for a MrBeast video, and you're not even allowed to shout out your YouTube channel. What the fuck is wrong with you? This next part is very, probably the craziest thing so far. He gets woken up at the middle of the night and basically is told that if he doesn't run a marathon after being psychologically tortured and sleep deprived for the past 2 weeks, that the video is going to get cut.
Jimmy comes in and I'm asleep. I don't know what time it is. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, why is he sleeping? I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he goes, ask me why I have 2 briefcases. And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, oh, because this one's for today, and this one's for the challenge. And I go, what's the challenge today? He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is, and you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. I was like, on camera. I don't want to do that. He goes, just do it for the thing. My kid, People who run marathons train forever, and it's still hard. Again, writer. Do I look like I run? I don't run, let alone a marathon, let alone have training for it.
Did you try to say no? Did you have a choice, or?
Based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, there was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, If I refuse, it's just, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing. And so I wanted to be a good sport, and I wanted to get the boost, and I wanted the cash, and so I started running at 12. Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were just the lactic acid. I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to ice my feet, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
And it was funny is MrBeast is like, oh, guess that video didn't work out. Didn't even give him all of the money from the video as shown in this text right here, saying they only gave me the money from the game from up to the point where I won. You couldn't pass the dude some fucking hush money. Oh, I'm done with you. I'm done playing with you. It's just so fake. Ugh. If you still support MrBeast at this point, bro, you a hoe. MrBeast is a hoe. I do want to show off one last thing. He made fun of his dad being in prison.
It's just something weird about when Jimmy jokes. I have jokes about my dad because I love jokes with my dad. I'll joke with my dad all the time. That guy's a piece of shit. Hey, my dad. We're doing one of those hide and seek videos. Again, at the time they were a lot realer. So I got caught, and when you get caught, you go to the place where you get caught. But he says to me, all right, you go to jail, like your dad. And it's a joke. My friends do it, it's fine. And Jimmy just wasn't my friend. He was my boss. And that wasn't cool. I'm locked in a cage at his whim. And I have to do things to get the cash I need.
And the dude didn't even do anything to him. He just said it as a joke. What? Imagine showing up to work and your boss is like, oh, you should go to jail just like your dad. What the fuck? That's a start to the day. What the fuck is that? So yeah, MrBeast is a fucking weirdo. Very glad that MrBeast's empire is falling. We're just to be honest, at this point, I don't even need to see part 3 or any other allegations dropping. What my best advice would be is to not glorify people who seem too good to be true. MrBeast was definitely way too good to be true. I remember people were fucking dick riding him forever. Oh, you guys are just mad that we finally have a rich guy who's generous. I saw right through that bullshit. One of MrBeast's policies for his company I find very interesting. There's an entire section of the producer's manual in his company titled "No does not mean no." It's borderline abusive the way that they try to justify harassing people or manipulating people to get exactly what they want. And this is for YouTube videos, by the way. What the fuck?
He could have said no. He could have left at any time. I want to show this segment from an internal document at MrBeast called How to Succeed in MrBeast Production. Specifically on page 19, there's a paragraph called "No does not mean no." Already insane. When dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of, and you can call the local Dollar Tree, and the person that answers says, no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit. This is one of many tools that when combined dramatically improve your probability of success when producing here. So yeah, this idea of like pushing through no's is a big component to working at MrBeast.
This is some creepy shit. So yeah, I honestly, if you want my honest take, honest opinion, I think all these people at MrBeast, scammers, pedophiles, abusers, sexual abusers, there's many more things. Like even just recording this video, MrBeast's ex-girlfriend came out about him abusing her. Also, MrBeast just today launched a toy company, which is basically just gambling. Oh, there's 100 different toys. You might have a 2% chance to get this super rare one. So buy MrBeast toys. It's so manipulative. This guy is a certified piece of shit. Fuck MrBeast. He's like, hit. So yeah, what do you guys think about the MrBeast situation? That's about it, creamy crew. See you soon. Oh, that was so fucking weird. Why did I say that?